Modern web applications often require interaction without forcing users to leave the current page. One common solution is the use of modal dialogues, interface elements that appear on top of existing content to display information or collect input. In Bootstrap 5, the modal component provides a structured and accessible way to create these overlays using predefined classes and JavaScript behavior. Modals can be used for confirmations, login forms, notifications, and data previews, helping developers enhance user experience and workflow efficiency. In this lesson, students will explore how Bootstrap's modal system works, including its required structure, triggering mechanisms, sizing options, and customization through utility classes. By understanding how to implement modals correctly, learners will be able to design interactive interfaces that remain responsive and user-friendly across devices.
A modal is a dialog box that appears above the main page content to display information or request user interaction without navigating away from the current page. In Bootstrap 5, modals are JavaScript-powered components that rely on specific HTML structure and utility classes. Common uses include login registration forms, confirm actions, display details or images, alerts and notifications.
The code snippet on the screen is the main content container of the web page. We added the side navigation menu in the previous lesson. Now we will add a modal below the section and a delete button for the users section.
You must link Bootstrap, CSS, and JavaScript CDN. We are going to add a modal container for the delete action confirmation here.
Here we see 3 screenshots. The top left image on the screen shows the web page before the delete trigger button is added. The code snippet on the right shows how the delete button was added. And then the bottom left is the web page after the delete button was added. Next, we will create the modal container that is triggered by this button.
On the screen, we can see the modal container added to the web page. It allows the user to confirm the delete action when the delete button is clicked. For now, only the cancel button cancels the action. By default, modals are medium in size. Let's now understand each section of the code snippet. Modal class is used for the root container. It controls visibility and animation. The fade class adds transition effect. The modal dialog class positions the modal on the screen and controls width and layout. The modal content class is the wrapper for the entire dialog UI. The modal header class is the title area. We place the close button within the container with the modal header class using the data BS dismiss attribute. The modal body class is the main content area. Text, forms, images, etc. are placed here. The modal footer class holds the action buttons. Here, we place the cancel and the delete button. We can add static backdrop to prevent the modal from closing when the outside the modal is clicked. We do this by adding data BS backdrop and set the value to static and data BS keyboard with a value of false in the root container modal class.
We can control the modal size by adding breakpoint classes to the modal dialog container. Use modal SG for large modal. Use modal SM for small modal. Use modal XL for extra large modal. Use modal full screen for full viewport.
When we click on the delete button, we want to get a confirmation message on the screen. This brings us to another topic called toasts. We will look at toasts in the next lesson.